Compound versus phrases. Compound words formed by combining roots. So we get two roots and make another word which is called compound. However, phrasal word, items that have the internal structure of phrases but function syntactically as words. Some types of compounds are much commoner than others. Roots in English are mostly free, but we have seen that there are some which are bound, odd, like audacity, auditory. How can we tell then whether a pair of such roots constitute a compound or a phrase? That is a unit of a sentence. So when we say that words together become, two roots together become compound, and words together or roots together become phrase. So do we have some criterion to tell what is what? Excuse me. A definite answer is not possible, but there are enough clear cases to show that the distinction between compound and phrases is valid or can be given. For example, a greenhouse, with its literal meaning, a house that is green. And a greenhouse, it is a glass case which is used to protect plants. So, the first one has a stress on the on house, and the second one has stress on green. So, with the help of the stress, we can tell that which is a compound and which is a phrase, right? So, greenhouse, second one is a phrase. Its meaning is not predictable. And so far as a green house, it's not a white house. Its meaning is predictable. So we can have phrases like greenhouse stressed on the last word, like blackboard, board that is black, silkworm, worm made of silk, a very soft tissue or toy. A soft toy can also be. Hair nut, nut made of air, white house, house that is white, toy factory, factory that is for toy. Similarly, on the other hand, like greenhouse, stress on the first, like blackboard. So the stress is on the first syllable, board for writing, on. Silkworm, caterpillar that spins silk. Hair nut, nut for covering hair. So you can see with the help of stress, we can say that when do we have a compound word and when do we have a phrase consisted of words. It is a characteristic of phrases in English to be stressed on the last word unless some contrast is being stated or implied. Apart from stress, a second criterion traditionally used for distinguishing compounds from phrases is semantics. We can know from the meaning. When we say a green house, a house which is green, so we can know that it's because of the stress, the meaning is changed. And greenhouse, we can know with the help of the stress. Stress is a very important feature of English language. It also help us know the grammar of the words. A compound tends to have a meaning that is more or less idiosyncratic or unpredictable. In case of compound, we cannot predict a meaning. The criterion must be treated with caution, however, because being semantically unpredictable does not correlate exactly with being a word. So we cannot make sure that it is a word. It is true that words are more likely to be lexical item than phrases are. So treating semantic idiosyncrasy as an indicator of compound status will not often be misleading. So though we have said otherwise, but to some extent semanticity help us in knowing whether one is a compound or one is a phrase.